welcome back to another video with ElectraSoul. If you're new to my channel, I am a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just that spiritual bitch putting everybody on. What I intend to do is to teach people that God and Jesus and the universe coexist as one. Now today in this video, guys, actually before we get started with that, let me just tell y'all a little like disclaimer or whatever. I got my wisdom teeth taken out on this side within the week, so if y'all see that my face is inflamed or it's like bigger on this side when I smile, I look like a chipmunk. It's for that reason, okay? So just to say that, but regardless, today in this video what we're gonna be talking about is how to make the fucking money, but not even just that, how to have the money mindset, bro. Like within the law of assumption, having money, guys, is so easy, and that's the whole point of it all. Like a lot of times we overcomplicate it, we make it harder than it has to be. We're worried about not having enough money, about losing it, about not being able to make it back, like all this stuff that's like so draining and toxic. Who the fuck wants to worry about that stuff? Absolutely nobody. So with that being said, today I'm gonna be talking to y'all about how to maintain this money mindset, like how to be within the mindset of spending all of your money while knowing that you're gonna make it back times 10 within the same day because you said so, and that's it. All right, so upon knowing that, let's get started with the video right now because I love money as a Capricorn bitch. Y'all already know that money's universal as hell, and if it's coming from me, the zodiac in which we're supposed to either be the richest or the cheapest, because bitch, we don't let go of our money, right? Not today though, because this Capricorn loves to give out money and loves to receive it back, because that's what the law is all about. It's all about knowing that whatever dollar you give out, you're gonna get it right back times 10 because you said so. All right, okay, so now that we're in, let's get to talking, because guys, having money is as easy as just saying that you have it. Simply speaking, just like that. Like I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's really not. The second that you say that you have the money that you want, you already have it because you said so. Okay, it's very important to understand that money is universal. As I said recently, money is universal. What this means is that it goes around like an infinity sign, just like this. Okay, 888, angel number 888. Yep, that's another representation of how the money comes back around like an 8, like an infinity sign. Because guys, understand that if you give out money, if someone needs the money, right, you give out $5 because you're feeling scared, you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna make the money back, here's some $5, whatever. If you say in your mind, I don't know if I'm gonna make the money back, I'm afraid of losing it, how the fuck do you expect to make back the money that you're giving out? If you're literally putting out into the universe that you giving out that money, you're probably not gonna get it back, well then you just affirmed it to yourself that you're probably not gonna get that money back, and honestly you're probably right too. But the thing is that you don't want to be stuck in this place where you're giving out money, all this stuff, or maybe you're not even giving out money, maybe you have all the money but you don't spend one single dollar of it because you're so terrified of losing it all. Y'all have to understand that money, again, is universal. So whatever dollar you give out, it is going to come back times 10 because you said so. Just like within the law of assumption, everything that you say is what you manifest. So if you say, I got millions, I got so much money in the bank, money always comes back to me, I have more than enough money to pay off my debts, my bills, I have no debts, like shit like that, that creates the energy of, okay, this bitch is rich and she knows it, just like that, because you said so. And of course you do know it, because why wouldn't you be rich? You have to understand that money is not anything that you have to go out to attain. That's like so fucking important that y'all understand this, because everyone's like, wake up, chase the bag. No, the bag is chasing me. The fuck? I am not gonna go out of my way to go get some money, shit that's supposed to come into my reality, that's supposed to be heading my way, in my direction, in my energy. I'm not gonna be getting up each day to grind and to chase the bag and shit. Like, what do I look like? No. It looks like we're all princesses and princes who live in our desired reality where we get everything that we want. So if we don't want to move an inch, we're not gonna move an inch. But let's say you are moving an inch. Let's say, for example, you have a job. You cannot see this job as something where you have to go to this job and you have to bust your ass in order to make the money and hopefully it'll meet ends meet. No, I think I said that right. Meet ends meet, whatever. But basically you cannot go in thinking, hopefully I'll get the promotion that I've been wanting. Absolutely not. Like, what are you doing to yourself? Absolutely not. You have to go into that job and say, bitch, I'm gonna make more than enough money because I can, because I said so, and that's it. And you'd be so surprised, guys, like I'm telling y'all right now, you'd be so surprised to see how you saying these things literally causes for maybe somebody to give you more money than you expected. Maybe your boss is feeling really nice today and wants to give you a promotion, wants to give you a raise, whatever. But you will see how it will literally match up within your reality because you keep saying it to yourself. That's what it's all about. If you're sitting here worried about not making enough money, don't know where the money's gonna go, don't know how I'm gonna get it back, what am I gonna do, all this shit, like bruh, you can't expect for the money to come in flowing. You have to understand that money, again, is universal, so that means it flows. If you're gripping on tight to your money, what's gonna happen? That's what she said, that's what it looks like right now, but absolutely not, bro. The money is gonna stop right here. It's not gonna flow through, just like if you were to release your grip, bro, just like that. Okay, this looks really wrong, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna go, it's gonna go, it's not gonna stop because you're so afraid. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, it is exactly how I'm saying it is. It is literally just like that. Now, y'all might not know this because I don't really talk about much of my money past, but I will say that I grew up pretty no monies, there was no monies. So I grew up having this mindset of, okay, I don't have enough money for anything. Money can very easily run out, and obviously most of the problems that we have are money related, so So that means that I have to be very careful about how I spend my money for the rest of my life. I can't spend too much, and I have to remember that I have to work hard for my money because that's what I've been taught all my years, right? Okay, so I held this mindset for a very long time, honestly, even throughout most of my teen years. Until I was around like 17 years old was when I started to really loosen the grip on money. But bro, before that, I was literally terrified of losing money because I was so used to seeing my parents suffer, my family suffer, us not having enough money, what it did to us, like things like that. But of course, all of those limiting beliefs that I had about not having enough money were shown within my reality because that's all I experienced growing up. My parents had very financially mindsets, like they didn't really think that money was universal like I'm saying it is. So you know, always repeating that there's no money, there's no this, there's no that, ends up affecting the mindset of your children. Do y'all understand? So with that being said, I had to break the cycle within my own life. I had to realize that if I kept going through life thinking about how I'm gonna lose money, bruh, like I am literally always going to lose the fucking money. And I promise you guys, I honestly always did. Every time I'd spend money, I would just think about the way that I was not going to get it back, and I never did. So what I had to do was I had to take a step back and just be like, bitch, if you keep living like this, you're never gonna be happy. You're never gonna be able to buy all the stuff that you want to buy. You're never gonna be able to buy the house that you want to buy, or the clothes, or the lifestyle. Like you can't maintain a lifestyle like that if you're thinking from this point of view. Listen to me right now, guys. Listen to me right now. I literally wrote something down for y'all because this shit really motivated the fuck out of me. I'm gonna tell y'all right now what it is, because listen to me. Money is not nearly as difficult to manifest as y'all think it is. And the only reason that y'all think it's difficult is because we were taught to believe that money is very hard to get, very hard to have, very hard to maintain, when in reality it's obviously not like that. What do y'all see when y'all go on Twitter? Everyone's complaining about having to pay rent. Everyone's complaining about having to pay rent because everyone's afraid of losing the money. People were like, don't talk to me, I paid rent. Like, bitch, what the fuck you mean? You got more than enough money to pay that rent. You got more than enough money to pay this entire year's rent, the rest of the year. Like, you have more than enough in your pocket, but you need to know it for yourself. Y'all understand me? Good, because that's how it works. You have to understand it within your own mind that this is how it works. What I wrote down here was, just don't be afraid to loosen your grip a bit. Money is meant to be spent, duh. What version of rich do you want to be? I spent a lot of money on that, $500 to even $10,000? Or do you want to be the kind of rich that doesn't matter how much money you spend because who the fuck cares? You get everything back. Bro, like tell me right now, do y'all want to be the kind of rich where you spent like a few thousand, you're like, I spent a lot of money on that, you should really be careful about blah blah blah. I completely get cherishing the stuff that you spend money on, but I'm talking about coming from a mindset where you're like, okay, I spent a lot of money on that, relax, I'm a little afraid now. No, I know it sounds illogical, but that's the whole point. It's supposed to be illogical because we live in a delusional world where we get everything that we fucking want. And with that being said, everything that we are delusional about within the 4D is all manifested within the 3D reality, thus us getting everything that we want. So anytime that I sit here and I'm like, take the money, do this, do that, bitch, I know that I'm going to get it back times 10 because I said so. I could spend $100,000 right now and I will still know that I will make that money back because I fucking said so. It's all about the mindset. It is all about the mindset. I even have a friend who growing up, he was very, very poor. Like he did not have any money. He lived in the hood. He barely got anything ever. Like it was really down bad type shit. Tell me why now he's a millionaire. Tell me why now he is a fucking millionaire. Because he knew what he had to do. First, he put in the work. Like sure, you don't have to put in the work. You know, you don't have to like go to a job and do all this stuff. Like there are plenty of people who literally live off of doing nothing and still make hella money for it. But for him, he decided to put in the work to, you know, build a business or whatever. That business makes so much money for him and he spends so much money, bruh. Like I'm telling y'all right now, he is the type to just buy the entire table dinner if he really wanted to. Like he really doesn't care because he knows that money comes back. And I've asked him about it. I said, how come you're so free with your money? I understand that you growing up, you didn't have a lot of money. So when you spend money now, do you just know that you're going to get it back? How come you're not afraid? And he told me that the reason that he's not afraid is because he knows that he will always make the money back, that he will always be taken care of. And he's always had this mindset even since he was young. Because I even asked him if this was a mindset that he had to grow into over time or if he just always had it. And he told me that he always had it. And ever since he started making that money, he just knew it was never gonna leave. And bruh, I'm telling y'all right now, he spent so much money on stuff for other people to make his house look better, on food, on shit that like people wouldn't even dream of spending money on, only because a lot of people don't want to loosen the grip on money. People are like, we have leftovers. Understandable. Used to be that bitch. But if you really want to go out to eat, go out to eat. Nah, I think we'll be okay. That thing can stand up for a few more days. Meanwhile, the door is on its last hinge. Bruh, like y'all see what I'm saying here? If you live your life with this mindset, knowing that every single dollar you spend, you're going to get back, I promise you guys, you will live infinitely happy because your life will always be secured financially, always. Now, if you sit there and you say to yourself, I don't know how I'm gonna make the money back, I'm afraid, I don't know, this, that creates that stagnant energy in which you're left broke and poor and all this shit that you keep saying that you are. First off, nobody in this world is broke or poor. Every single person has all the utensils that they need in order to be successful successful within themselves. They have all the great ideas, all of the money makers, all that shit. And the thing that makes the money is the mind and the tongue, bitch. That's the only thing that makes the money, truly speaking. Because you can even work in the most successful job and still make shit money because you have the mindset that you're not going to be successful. I promise you guys, I've seen it before. The circumstances truly have nothing to do with the outcome. The only thing that really does is your mindset. If you keep saying that you're not going to make the money, you are not going to make the fucking money, and you don't want to be a sucker. So then don't allow yourself to be a sucker. Stop doing it to yourself by overthinking, by making it harder than it has to be. I don't know if I have enough for this. I don't know if that. No. Money is universal for the reason that you are supposed to be spending it on yourself, on your friends, on the people who need it. Trust me, guys, if there's ever a friend in your life, helping them out with the money that you have is going to bring back so much money to you, because you know that you are more than financially stable enough to manifest that money back, to have it back right the second that you spend it. That's why every single time I spend even one single dollar, I say to myself that every single dollar that I spend is already back within my pocket, and I visualize it just right back. I never see it as a loss. I never see it as, oh, I just gave you $100, now what do I have? No, never that. Never minus 100. It's always plus 2,000, bitch. Plus 3,000, plus 100 million. Doesn't matter, but it keeps on growing and growing and growing, because that's what I say for myself. That's the most important thing. You have to realize that for yourself. Now, if you're sitting here and you're asking yourself, okay, I want the money, I want to be able to spend the money freely and to make it back just as freely as I want, but how do I get into that mindset of knowing that I can just do that and make it back right away? Alright guys, I'm glad you asked, because it really is so simple, and I'm going to be explaining how right now. Basically, the way that I manifest my money back very quickly and the way that I spend money just as freely as I do is every time I spend money, I always see it in my mind as if I'm spending somebody else's money, okay? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I just blow all my money on whatever I want because I fucking can. Like, that's not how it is. Like, I'm still very responsible with my money. I still know what to spend it on and what not to. But I will say that every time I spend money on something or I do something in regards to money, I always see it as this money that I'm giving out, I'm going to get it right back right now because I said so. This is what I wrote down in my phone about this. I said, spend your money like you would spend somebody else's. Know that it will come back because money's universal. If you know there is a limit to how much you should be spending, don't exceed that because it could trigger you, which is very true. A lot of times people will think, okay, well, if I want to buy this, shouldn't I just buy it? Of course you can, but the thing is that look at your bank account, and even if you only have $100, if you know that you have enough money to buy that Starbucks drink for $5, spend the money to get that drink because you know that you're going to make that $5 back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and blow all my money on whatever I want just because I can, but I'm also not going to sit here and tighten the grip on my money because I'm afraid of spending $100. Like, that's not how this is going to work. You're going to spend the money that you know that you can spend, and trust and know that that money is, one, going to grow, and two, definitely going to come back because you said so, and that's it. Now, I also wrote, but if you do have the money like you know that you do and you're just afraid to spend it because you don't want to run out, that's when you spend your money like you would somebody else's. What do you say when it's somebody else's money? Who cares? It'll be fine. And you're right, it will be. Just don't be afraid to loosen your grip a bit. Money is meant to be spent, just like I said before. Money is meant to be spent, duh, because it's the truth. Money is definitely meant to be spent. If you're sitting here petrified about what dollar you're spending and what dollar you're not getting back, you're never gonna get the money back. You want the money back, know that you are a fucking money magnet because you absolutely are. Everybody in this world is destined to be a money magnet. Just like I said, it's a flow, guys. It's a flow. Keep the flow going by knowing that no matter how much money you spend, you will make it back because you said so. The second that you sit there and you start overthinking how, when, why, what, just like I said earlier, that's when the energy starts to stop because you're questioning the process. You're not supposed to be questioning anything. As y'all know, within the law of assumption, it's never how, when, why, what, but nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only thing that you should be asking is, should I get that dress in pink or blue? Bitch, get it in pink because you said so. Like, whatever you want. Shit, if you want both, get them both. If you know that you can spend the money, spend the money. Know that you will get it back because you said so. If you are afraid that you're not going to make enough for rent, understand that being the main character is all about knowing that you will always be financially taken care of because you absolutely will. You are not destined to be sitting here afraid, not sure, I don't know. No, I don't care. You can have $1 in your bank account right now, and I promise you guys, you will make the money that you need in order to get by because you said so, and that's it. I'm gonna wrap this video up with a little story that I have about a few years ago when I was really down bad, bruh. I remember I had to make my car payment, and this was literally, I think, the same day I found Sammy Ingram. I kid you not, it was like the same fucking day. I was so down bad, bruh. I had $0 in my bank account, and I had to spend at least $400 on my car payment at the time. Tell me right now how you would be if you had $0 in your bank account and you had to make a payment by the end of that night. Tell me right now how you would be. You would be panicking, bro. You'd be like, oh my god, I'm not gonna make it, I don't know what to do, all that stuff. Okay, well then that day in my mind, I remember thinking, I was like, panicking is not gonna get me anywhere. here, if I sit here and I over worry about when, how I'm gonna make it, I'm never gonna make it because I need it tonight. Like, I absolutely need it tonight. That day, a miracle came down upon me, but really it was just me affirming for it. Somebody gave me $300 that fucking day, transferred it over to my PayPal, put that shit right in my bank account. On top of that, I had a payment that was coming in that was the remainder 100. Bitch, I made $400 on the dot for my car payment, and with that I paid it off. Bitch, I remember when I manifested that money, I was like, damn, I barely made it, but I fucking made it. But guess what? I didn't barely make it. I only barely made it up here because I kept telling myself, oh my god, what if I don't? What if I did? No. And then I had to stop myself and be like, girl, panicking is not gonna help you out. You gotta stop that right now. You're gonna make the money. You're gonna be taken care of. You are gonna have the money that you need. And I did. And I fucking did. Even though I was right back to zero after I spent the money, after watching Sammy Ingram, I just knew that everything was possible. I just knew in my heart and my soul that that was it. This was gonna be for the rest of my life. And ever since then, I've been on the law of assumption for everything and its mama. I've been manifesting everything that I want and need. And that's why I'm here each and every single week, twice a week, to teach you about how to use the law of assumption to your advantage, because making money is not anything that you should ever be worried about to the extent that you might be worried about it for. There is not one single fucking thing to worry about, because money is universal. Money's meant to be spent and it's meant to come back to you because you said so, and that's it. And that's the beautiful thing about it. You have to know this for yourself because it is the complete and total truth, and y'all need to know this for yourselves in your heart and your soul, that this is it for you. This is it because you said so, and that's it. Stop stressing about money. Stop overthinking it. You have more than enough to spend because you said so, and that's fucking it. That is it. That is it. That is it because you said so. Money rich bitch who? Money rich bitch you. Period. The fuck? Anyway, alright y'all, that's basically it for my video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I intended this video helped you to the best of its ability, and I know that it did because guys, money grip where? Money grip nowhere. Loosen that grip up, ho. What are you stressing out about? Why are you so worried? What are you talking about? I don't have enough money. Yes you do. Yes you do. Yes you do. The more that you sit around comparing yourself to the people who do have money and talking about how you don't have money, how do you expect to make more than enough? How do you expect to make more than you want? How do you expect to be as rich as you want to be if you're over here thinking and saying these things to yourself? You know that it's not going to get you anywhere. You need to know that you are on top because you absolutely are. Because you said so, and that's it. Because you said so, and that's it. Listen to me. Being cheap as fuck did not help me at all. If anything, yeah, maybe I saved the money for the time, but I was losing out on things I wanted to buy. I was losing out on eating out. I was losing out on hanging out with friends and shit, like doing things that I wanted to do because I was so afraid of spending the money. Within life, having money is supposed to be enough for being able to pay off your car, your house, being able to go live out the life that you want to live. Like, it's not just about paying bills. It's about doing everything that you want to do. Everything that you want to do. Every single thing. There's nothing here that is supposed to be excluded because I don't have enough money, bitch. Okay, well then you just said it yourself. Do you want to have not enough money? No, you want more than enough money, so manifest that for yourself. Sitting around and complaining is not going to get y'all anywhere. Say it to yourself. I'm a money magnet. I make more than enough to get by. I make more than enough for a million lifetimes. I am so financially secure. It's not even fucking funny. I am so unbelievably rich, and so I have nothing to worry about. Money always comes back to me times 10 because I said so. People love to give me money. People love to pay me. I get paid to do nothing. My job pays me so freaking good. Everyone just loves giving me money. I always have more than enough to go around 10 million times because I said so, and that's it. That is it, guys. That is it. Why are you making it harder for yourself than it has to be? There is no reason as to why you should be stressing out about how, when, why, what, nothing. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Don't care. It doesn't matter because you are more powerful than that. You are better than that. You are bigger than that. And so you will always have more than enough money to spend for you, your friends, your family, everything, because you said so, and that's it. Stop being so afraid of it. Stop being so afraid of it. The way that I manifest money for myself constantly is just by saying I have more than enough money to go around a million times. I have more than enough money to do whatever I want. I am not worried about losing money because I always have it with me. Feel that security within your heart and soul, knowing that you have the money because you said that you do. Anytime, and I promise you, every single fucking time, if I didn't revise, that I would sit there and I would say, I don't know how I'm gonna make the money. I'm so afraid. What if me spending this money means that I'm losing it? What if I never get it back? Alright, well then I am literally securing the fact that I am not gonna get that money back, that I just lost money, and that it's gonna be hard to receive it in return because I keep saying that to myself. Like, do you really want that for yourself? Absolutely not. Spend the money, know that you're gonna get it back, and do not question it. Do not fucking question it, guys. Questioning it is going to drive you crazy because you're gonna come up with a million questions and answers as to how you will be making the money back and as to how you will not be making the money back. Like, bitch, you want the financial security, you want to live as free as you want to live, then know that you are already there. All the successful people out there spend all the money that they want because they know that they will make it back. They know that they will make it back. They don't sit around and ask how, when, why, if, but what. Like, no, they don't. Because they know that they will make the money fucking back because because they said that they will. They just know that they will always be financially secure, just like my friend. He knows that he will always be financially secure, and so he always will be. And so he always is. He was a huge inspiration to me because I was just like, this is proof right here. Like, I wish that I could just show y'all the way that he lives in terms of being able to spend money and knowing that he will make it back. It's just so impressive, but it's really not even impressive. It's just proof that the law works and that money, no matter how much money you spend, you will make it back because you said so, and that's it. Nothing to worry about here, guys. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Don't make it harder for yourself than it has to be. You are on top for a reason. You got this shit in the bag, nothing to stress out about. Just know that you have it because you said so, and that's it. Money will always come back to you times 10 because you said so, because you said so, because you fucking said so, and that's it. I have no doubts in my heart about this. Be as successful as you want to be. It's all up in here. That is how successful you will be. Depending on you, your money mindset, maintain it. Know that you have it, and you absolutely do, and you always will because you said so, and that's it. That's it. All right, y'all. I will see y'all this Thursday for another video. Thank y'all so much again for watching. God bless y'all. Please take care, everybody. And loosen that grip, bitch. What are you doing to yourself? I know people out here who are rich on the surface, but inside of their mind, they are terrified to spend the money. And guess what that means? That means that they lose the money that they already have because they're so scared to spend one single dollar of what they already have. How can you sit there and say to yourself that you won't make the money back, that you won't be financially secure, that you won't be taken care of divinely? Of course you will. The main character is always secured. The main character always gets what they want. Nothing to ever fear here, because being the main character is all about knowing this for yourself, that you will always be backed up with everything that you need because there's not one single ounce of fear in your heart. No fear. No fear, no fear, no fear. No fear. You have no fear surrounding money because why the fuck would you? Money's universal, and so money belongs to you because you said so, and that's it. Bye. Oh my god, what are you stressing out about? What the fuck are you stressing out about? I don't care if you have to spend 4K today. Spend the 4K and know that you will make back 12,000 because you said so, and that's it. You are so rich inside and out, and you know it for yourself because you said so. So with that being said, understand that every single dollar that you spend, you will make it back 100 million times more than you spent it because you said so. Because you said so. Simply because you said so. If you're stressing about how, when, what, come on. Like, come on, guys. Come on. You're not gonna get it back the way that you want to. So loosen the grip on that. Loosen the grip surrounding being afraid to spend the money. You're destined to spend the money, so spend it as you will because you are meant to be spending that shit. Know it for yourself, my love. This is meant for you. Money's universal. Money will always be yours because the main character always has more than enough money to spare. Always has more than enough money to spare, and that's it. Because you said so.